Just the man I met in the restroom.
What's up, guys? I'm Jessie Jane, and you're watching the Monday Midsole.
Shout out to the Monday Midsole, man. It's your boy CJ So checking in from Sneakercon Chicago. I know you can't hear me, man, but it's still lit, man. So shout out to them. Subscribe if you haven't already. Yes, in the face.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Monday, so it's time for the Monday Midsole. I'm your co-host, Buckeye City Soul, aka Kev, aka Michael Bivens. We are down 2 soldiers today. One-legged listener is not going to be on the show today, as well as Molly Maw. I don't think they may pop in. I sent them the invite. If they do, great. If not, we will keep it rocking, and we may have a special guest come in between that. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to the Buffalo Bill himself.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mo, aka Unbox, aka just picked up a grill today, so I guess my name of the GR kid is about to go out the window, and I'm gonna go pass it on over to that astute gentleman, myself.
What up?
Wait.
What up?
Marcus, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
It's your boy Marcus, also known as Polos and Jays, also known as Polo the Don, also known as Ricky Bell of the crew. Glad to be back after a long month away. But I'm going to go ahead and kick it back to Kev so he can introduce our special guest.
Yeah, unfortunately he doesn't remember when he came in with that red glass and just started destroying folks, Mr. Marcus. But I want to introduce our guest today. Owner of 9 out of 10 Condition Sneaker Boutique. We got Berto, man. What's going on? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? I'm good. I'm good. Appreciate y'all having me on. Really cool.
Definitely appreciate you coming on and cutting away to come here and hang with us for, as long as you can hang. If you can hang the whole time, then we love to have you, man, and bounce some of these questions.
Most definitely.
But let's get right into it, man. We throw up the softball question to everybody that comes on the show. What got you into sneakers?
Man, I have love for sneakers like ever since I can remember. But it probably got like really major when I got my first job. Well, one of my first jobs in 1999 with Finish Line.
Okay.
Started working there. I got hired as an MIT, a manager in training. In Chicago, that's where I'm from. Okay. And it was love at first smell of shoe when I entered the back room. Seriously, like I had an ODM. It was hilarious. Like every time when he introduced me to the store going in there, the first place we went to was the stock room. He grabbed, there was just coming in, a shipment just came in, and he's like, "Excuse me." He took a box cutter, opened up the box, picked out a shoe. It was some Air Prestos. He grabbed it. Okay, now we can get this started. It's just crazy shit. It's like ever since that day, I was like, wow.
He was like the Matthew McConaughey on Wolf on Wall Street.
I swear, man, for real. It was just hilarious. Man. Shout out to Brian Leamer. That was my first DM. His name was Brian Leamer. He's a cool ass dude.
Man, that's what's up. So, how did you go from, working the manager and training thing? How'd you go from that to actually owning your own store?
So, like I said, I started working in Finish Line in 1999 as an MIT. Quickly, I got my own store. I was a store manager. That was probably like in 2000. From 99 to 2006, I was working for Finish Line as a store manager.
Okay.
In Chicago. Now, 2006, I started traveling with my ex. She entered the military, so we traveled all over the place. In 2006, I quit my job with Finish Line, started doing other things. I getting into photography because we were moving all the time. Couldn't get like an actual real sit-down job, so I started just doing photography and stuff. Now, from California to Arizona, Texas, Kansas to Maryland, now that I'm here, me and her split up. As soon as we moved here in 2011, I started working for Finish Line again. I missed it, of course, So from 2011 to 2016, became a store manager trainer, but started to become about to become a DM. But again, with the whole starting getting it upper and upper and upper in the business, kind of decided I loved what I did, just didn't love who I was doing it for.
Okay.
So 2015, I started saying, well, I'm opening up my own store. 2016 is when I got it all together. Quit on May 26, 2016. Opened up the store May 27, 2016.
Dang, that's what's up.
Yeah. Well, I gave my 2 weeks notice. I didn't want to burn no bridge. I was scared as hell. I was scared as hell to do it, but I said if I didn't do it then, I wasn't gonna do it. So
talk to us about the startup of everything. Like, did you already have shoes? Like, were you selling your own personals, or did you buy a bunch of shoes? Like, how'd you get started? That's the thing. So
I didn't sell none of my personals. I didn't want to do that. So what I did, like I said, 2015, when I decided that's what I wanted to do, I started buying shoes left and right. Anything I could get a deal on, anything I used my discount on, anything I did meetups on Craigslist, went to sneaker shows. I mean, I told myself as soon as I hit 200 pairs of shoes, like on the side, and again, I wasn't just buying the same old size. I was buying anything size from 8 to 15, anything I could get a good deal on to have a good supply when I opened up my store. So let's see, like as soon as I told myself, as soon as I hit 200 pairs of shoes, that's when I'm going to quit and open up the store.
Okay.
Well, 200 shoes came within a year, started looking for a spot. As soon as I found a spot that I liked and the rent wasn't too expensive, I gave my 2 weeks notice. Now, mind you, I was supposed to open up the store with a friend of mine.
Okay.
But last minute, of course, you know, he backed out and everything. Job security was more important and everything. He didn't want to take that leap of faith like I did. So, yeah, so there it is. I opened up the store after I got my 200 pairs of shoes, and it's been love ever since.
Wow. So would you, if you like looking back on it, do you like it better to have the brick and mortar, or like would you have started out, because I think like right now there's a lot more like web-based sales. I mean, would you have gone still that same route as a brick and mortar?
So I probably left out something.
Okay.
I did leave out something. So in the meantime, I mean, I had a big collection, not a big collection, but a little collection, and started growing from baby shoes.
Okay.
Awesome old vintage stuff, new stuff, whatever. I started an Instagram page.
Okay.
For selling baby shoes. That blew up. I mean, I was selling like a whole bunch of just baby shoes now, mind you. Okay. It's a big market, believe it or not.
Oh, hey, I just had one, so I definitely know.
So like the Instagram page that I have right now for the shop, it actually was the Instagram page that I had for when I was selling the baby shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I started doing that. It was doing well, and I'm like, all right, well, this is it. So that's a big part of another reason why I said, okay, I'm gonna just open up brick and mortar store and actually have other sneakers too, not just baby shoes, of course. Now, like around, I hit like 2,000 followers on that one page, and then by the time I had 2,000 followers on that page, I opened up the actual store. And now today, we're approaching 2 years we've been open at the shop, and we got up to like 13,000 followers now. Okay. So. Yeah. It's been really successful as far as like social media is concerned. It's a big outlet for helping the business, definitely.
Yeah, and y'all make sure y'all go follow the link, or his Instagram name is in the description. So you guys make sure y'all check that out. So how did you come up with the name 8 out of 9 condition?
So it was kind of like a pun. I mean, like, you know, us as sneakerheads, we pretty much like say, "Oh yeah, my shoe is 9 out of 10 condition." Yep. when someone's trying to like sell it to you, you know, like, "Hey, by the way, you know, I want to buy your shoe. What's the condition your shoe is in?" "Oh, it's 9 out of 10. Oh, it's 8 out of 10. Oh, it's 7.5 out of 10. It's 9.87 out of 10. I think that's a bunch of bullshit.
It is. You're absolutely right.
Because I'm gonna take a shoe and I'm gonna say, okay, this is 9 out of 10, which I don't do that shit because I don't believe in it. But if I say it's 9 out of 10, you're not gonna say it's 9 out of 10. No two people in the world are gonna say that the shoe is the same kind of condition. You're not gonna say a scratch on the toe box is gonna give it 2-point basis, or a crease in the toe box is gonna give it a 1-point basis. No one's gonna say that shit. Like two different people in the world are not gonna have that same like point system.
Right.
So I named it the 9 out of 10 condition as a pun in the of the sneaker culture.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I never.
Plus, plus Flight Club was taken, so.
Yeah, but them Flight Club prices, man. I don't think I'll ever get anything from there. It's just the pricing is ridiculous. Now, let me ask you this: with StockX and GOAT coming along, have you found it harder to get top dollar for certain shoes because people kind of use those two entities to kind of put a value on the shoe, or how do you come up with a value for the shoe?
So it doesn't really affect me as far as getting top dollar out of the shoe because I buy off of people and I resell it. It does affect me by the way of being like competitive with my pricing.
Right.
Now, I understand, StockX, people sell their items on there and GOAT and everything, and I have to be competitive with their prices. The only people that hurts for the most part are people trying to sell to me. Okay. Now, let's just say you have a Yeezy you want to sell. Just for instance, a Beluga 2.0. You want to sell that shoe to me, make your money off of it, of course, because you paid retail on. Let's say you paid retail on it $220. Right. You want to make your money on it. Now that Beluga 2.0 sells for like anywhere between $400 and $450 right now. Okay. Now you want to make your as top dollar as much as possible out of it, but you're trying to sell it to me as a business, and I of course have to resell it. Right. I can't pay you $400 for a Beluga 2.0 because I'm gonna sell it in my store for $425. I'm not making $25 off a $400 profit. Right. There's no way. Now, people trying to make that money, of course, will go ahead and sell it on StockX to make more money. Now, there's some items, of course, I will pay extra for because if it's a Grail and I know some of my customers want it, of course, I'll pay a little bit more. But when it comes to that point of it, I can't pay top dollar on items like that just for the fact that the market is the market. I don't control the market. So it kind of affects more other people than me. There's people that use me as an outlet when they want to sell something really fast or they want to sell an item that they just don't want anymore. But then my store is an outlet for people that also wants to get those grails. So what they do is they trade up. Right. Now, StockX is not going to allow you to trade up. Codex is not going to allow you to trade up. We do. You could bring your shoes to my store and trade for, like, let's say I have a Yeezy. Let's say I have a Yeezy Beluga 1.0. That Yeezy Beluga 1.0 in market anywhere right now is between, depending where you go, $700 to $1,000. Now, let's just say you don't want to come out of pocket for $7,000. Well, you bring your shoes. You could trade up and you get your shoe. Shoes you have in your closet that you haven't worn in years because you wore it one time stunning on the gram and now you want to get rid of it. So that's one thing that my store... Yeah, that's one thing my store is there for. It's like for sneakerheads that want to get other shoes because they're done with the shoes they already wore, for the most part. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people out there that keep their shoes. They don't sell them. They just want to keep on and buying and buying. And I love it and everything. I'm one of those too because, there's stuff I say all the time. I'm going to get rid of some of my stuff. I never do. So it's kind of hard.
Right. So what are some of the challenges that you face as a business owner in this space?
Like, as far as like with the whole StockX thing, or what do you mean?
No, say like having to deal with like people trying to bring in fakes.
Okay.
Things like that.
So I'm pretty good at what is it called, legit checking items and everything. A lot of research, of course, is involved in it, but I have like years and years of training, as you could say, being in sneaker collecting since 1999. So it's difficult to a part of, honestly, the only difficult part for me is telling a young little kid that his shoe is fake and he didn't know it. It kind of sucks. I had a kid recently that purchased a shoe from another sneaker store in Maryland, and he wanted to legit check it because I guess he put it online and somebody told him it was fake, but he got it from a store. Now, don't get me wrong, from an actual, another sneaker resale shop. And he came to me to legit check it, and I had to tell him that it's fake. And, that's the hardest part for me. The only time I get upset when a fake comes into my store is if you could tell the person is just trying to get over. Okay. Like someone, they know it's fake. They flat out like, hey, I'll buy this shoe from me, and then you could tell how they're acting and everything. You tell them it's fake, and they don't have that whole like, are you serious? Are you sure? Oh my God, I spent this and this and that. The guy's like, oh, okay, bye. You know,
Yeah.
so that's the only thing that pisses me off every once in a while. But
People trying to get over.
for me, yeah.
What's that Maryland store so I can avoid it?
No comment. No comment. No comment.
I'll just mess with you, man.
But there was another question that I had. Does anybody else have any questions? Go ahead, Mike. You're muted.
Yeah, my bad. So I had a couple quick questions with respect to reseller saturation, the different pop-ups that are out in the Baltimore area. How do you try and compete with how do you try and compete with those other resellers as far as trying to obtain more business as well as keeping your current clientele coming back to your store?
I'll be honest, man. One thing that Finish Line taught me is customer service goes a long way. I feel like if I have the best customer service, people are gonna come to me, and it shows every day. Customers that keep coming back, customers that tell me that they've had bad experiences at other shops, just keeps me thriving every day. I mean, my Google rating, my Facebook rating, everybody telling me how much they enjoyed my store. People that go out of their way from other cities when they travel to Baltimore and come to my store and like, listen, I've been waiting to come see your store. I follow you. I'm from California. I follow you. I'm from New York. I follow you. I'm from Florida. I follow you. I'm from Tokyo. You know, I couldn't wait to come in and check out your store. So, I mean, I don't consider it honestly competing with other stores that are in this area. I feel that I shop at these other stores. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's not competition to me because I'm a sneakerhead. I want to go and get a shoe no matter if I want the shoe, I'm going to get it no matter what. Now, if the customer service is horrible, I'm not going to give you my money, of course.
Right.
But I feel like there's not really a competition. It's more like there's more outlets for us as sneakerheads to go ahead and go buy some shoes that you want. So I don't see it as competition at all. I just know that I offer really good customer service. Really great customer service. Really great customer service. So,
Berto, pull your headphone out and put it back in. For some reason, got some feedback.
I think it's better now. You there?
Good?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Perfect. Let me ask this question real quick. Oh, go ahead.
I would say, like I said, great customer service is going to just keep people coming back.
Right on. Like, let me ask you this. We all see, you know, things on Instagram and Facebook about people, you know, getting into fights and you know, there's an element of danger when it comes to this community. Have you ever been at the shop and seen firsthand, or like has anything like you ever been like in a situation where you've been like, all right, it's about to jump off up in here?
So not at my shop. I've never had that experience at my shop, and I'll knock on wood that make sure that shit doesn't ever happen. Because we're like cool, calm, collective. People come in and chill. That's why we have couches and seats. People come in there all the time and just chill. But of course, working at like Finish Line in the malls, of course you've seen that shit, you know. But I just pray to God that never happens in my store. But again, it's always been pretty much love. I think one time it wasn't even like bad. It was just like we had what was it? I think on our 1-year anniversary sale for being at the Pigtown location, we had we had the Cone Air Max 98s. Because before the day I showed people what was going to be available for the sale. So I had the Air Max 98s cones, and this one guy grabbed them. And this other guy came up right behind him. I came all the way, blah, 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 for this shoe. I need it. Let me get it. No, I got it first. And really quick, he's just like, you know what, man? If you really want it, here you go. The dude just gave up the shoe. He's like, it ain't even that serious, you know? So that's the kind of, that just shows like the atmosphere that my store brings.
That's awesome.
The cool people that would be like, you know, you want it? It's cool. Go ahead, man. Take it. I'll go grab something else.
Yeah,
and that's a true story.
That's awesome because it was, I mean, people don't be acting like that. They were ready to scrap. I seen people's whole booties out, just out there scrapping in front of the store. Like,
most definitely.
Man, what you got? The police?
Who living in a bad neighborhood?
Berto, man, you got a store and you living in the hood, Nick?
Come on, man.
Yo, real shit. I live 2 buildings away from my store. I just moved over here.
Just pop on over. Cassidy,
but there ain't nothing wrong with where my store is. It's a really great neighborhood. It's up and coming and everything. So Pigtown, shout out to Pigtown, Maryland.
so I mean, you have just the one location right now?
Yes, just the one location. We used to when I opened up the shop originally, it was in Towson, Maryland.
Okay.
And it was like I said, it was a really tiny shop, and like I told you before, I was scared to death to like open up. So I found a little tiny spot, cheap rent to get it started, see how it went, and then I found the spot in Baltimore, the bigger location, and it's been awesome. It's been awesome since.
You over there running the wire over there.
Yo, it's like
Stringer Bell over there running the cash.
like 10 minutes away. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said, y'all gonna be like scaring some people away now.
No, everybody make sure
my
y'all
area,
check it out.
the area is great. The area is great.
I still got to come out there and check your store out, man.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Probably in a couple of weeks. I got to be out that way anyway.
All right, Mike, I'm gonna send you my list.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. That's okay. Send me the money too.
Oh, I got you.
I just got one last question. Oh wait, well go ahead, Kev. I'm sorry, I didn't know if you were
No,
done.
I'm good. No, go ahead.
So the last question I had is, which I'm always curious about, what's the 5-year goal? Like, what's the plan? Is it to move to a bigger shop? Is it to have multiple shops? What's the goal?
Honestly, right now, I'm just like focusing on making my store the best it can be before I could even think about opening another shop. I mean, there's plenty of stores out there now that, of course, are opening up like second store, third store, fourth store, fifth store that you hear about. But honestly, visiting some of these stores, I don't feel like that's the move for some of these stores that are doing that, because again, I think you need to perfect your first one before you could even venture out and do your second and third ones.
Oh yeah, totally.
Right, just like, what was it? Was it pound for pound? They all shut down because they were trying to grow too fast, and so yeah, I guess it's definitely important to do it right.
Definitely.
So what's some advice that you'd give to somebody who has aspirations of wanting to own their own store?
Honestly, man, just research. Just do a lot of research, and if you have a passion and love for it, it's gonna come together for you. If you're just doing it for money, it ain't gonna happen. If you don't, I mean, I have some of these stores some of these customers that tell me they visit some of these stores. There's no culture. There's no culture involved when you walk into that store. There's no one telling you hello. There's no one telling you like how you doing. There's no one like explaining what a shoe on the wall is or what it means or what's the story behind the shoe. They're just there to take your money and that's it. Hand you the bag and buy. There's nobody telling you like, hey, by the way, do you know the origin of this shoe? Do you know why? There's no culture involved. And until that happens, I mean, it's not gonna be good.
That sounds like Jimmy Jazz.
I
mean, there's
a couple of them out there, honestly, man. It's just like you walk in and there's like people behind the counter sitting on counters on their phones, not even saying hello to you. And like I said earlier before, I'm a sneakerhead. If I want to buy a shoe, if I want a shoe, I'll go buy it somewhere else, Right. But again, if you don't got good customer service, I'm not giving you my money.
Right. That's exactly what Jimmy Jazz is. I walk up in there. I walked in there last week or the week before, and the lady, she's just sitting there listening to music, texting, and I was about to buy. There was 2 pairs of shoes that I looked at, and I was like, "Oh, man, I'll buy these." If she says something to me, she didn't say anything. I left. I was like, "Oh, that's a sign. I wasn't meant to have them." But those are the questions I got. Anybody else have any questions before we get into pickups?
And thank you for joining us, Cass.
And welcome,
Killer Cass to
the panel.
What's up? Cass, can y'all hear me?
CNK Daily. Yep, we got you.
Can you hear me? Okay, good.
Yep, we can hear you.
Can y'all
we can see all that hair too.
Shut up.
That sounded creepy.
Most like you look like Sheila E.
No, when she came on, she was like playing with the hair like it was a mirror. Like,
I didn't have time. I was trying to like fix it.
Girl, please. You good on our little show?
We'll talk about that later. I guess.
All right, go ahead.
About that. But let's go ahead and get into pickups. I will go first because I'm sure that I am the lightest.
Really? You want to try that again?
Maybe.
Nah.
All right, I got these Kobe Protro. Which ones are these? The Final Seconds or something like that? These are going back to Nike. Because these are trash. Yeah, I'm gonna send them back tomorrow. In the picture they look a lot better. They're super clunky.
Really?
And I was like, maybe I'll try to hoop in them. I put them on. I was like, nah, I can't do these. I can't do them. At least not this colorway. It just.
Yeah, that colorway, man.
Look at the toe on there. It's massive.
It looks like it's.
I think they're dope. But
I just don't like those colors together.
And they run small too. So these are 12.5, and they're like.
Oh damn! Man, you better cut your toenails. Got them damn claws.
My toenails is I keep my nails right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out here trying to give my wife a hysterectomy or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be.
You know the nigga that ain't got no hair on his face go and get manicure and shit. You already know.
Hey, you get Brazilian waxes. Don't talk to me about nothing.
I sure did.
Then I got the LeBron 6, Ohio State.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did I miss that? Okay.
Yeah, I've been sitting on your shit
right there.
Yeah, I got the Buckeye on here.
Lord. Kev be over there quietly picking up stuff. Then he gonna blow you away on the show.
And then I got the JTH. Yeah. Wrong fight. But yeah, I had to go ahead and get the JTH. The price, I guess, fell into the area where I felt comfortable. At first when it first came out, they were like 2,000 and 1,000, and then they dropped the draws on these things. So I was like, we're probably getting to the point where it's gonna start going back up after he gets done with his tour.
Once all the pairs are out there, definitely.
Yeah. Yep. So I was like, let me go ahead and do that now. I wish I would have done that with the first Tinker. I jumped out the window on those, but I did get them a month and a half early. But that's all I got, man. That's it. Who next?
I'll go next.
And I got this shirt from the homie Kick the Habit. Make sure y'all go support the homie. I think I saw him in the chat.
He's in there. Yeah, he's in there.
But yeah, support the homie.
Yep.
And 8-9 too. 8-9.
8-9 right here.
There you go.
Okay. Show offs. Right. So I only got one pair. Bam. Tinkers. Big shout out to Shelly, Kicks Girl, who's in the chat. She hit on a raffle and asked me if I was interested in getting them, and shipped them over from Australia. So I got somebody out in Australia who's looking out, but then I call up people in New York who go ghost on some stuff. So she definitely epitomizes what we should be doing, is trying to help each other out as opposed to trying to stunt for yourself. So
Australia, yeah.
So thank you, Shelly, for that. And then same with me, I got Kick the Habit. I think Kev already plugged him, but then I'm gonna take it a step further. I mean, he sent stickers and he sent pins. I mean, I was just floored, So I got to hit you up offline because I want to talk to you about some stuff. But big thanks for that.
About some money and donating it. No,
no, I just want to hear the man's plan. Everybody got a plan. That's it. Marcus, Marcus, you going last? Fuck that.
Berto, man, what you pick
Berto,
up,
what
man?
you?
Got 3 shoes. One got the Yeezy 500.
You like them, man?
I actually do. The quality on is really good once you get in a hand, honestly. So I grabbed them, not knowing, but then when it came in hand, it actually is very nice. And I think on foot it's going to look really good too. I've seen people on feet and they look good, but I haven't, actually, myself wore them yet. But I really do like them.
That's when you had too many shoes, where you can appreciate everything.
No, seriously, real shit though, for real. Like, I don't know if any of you guys are getting them or gonna have them in your hand soon. But once you have it in the hand, you'll see what I mean by the quality and everything. I mean, it's a really great shoe. That's one. I doubled up on this next one because after I got the first pair, I needed a second one just in case for later. Safari Air Max 1s.
Okay.
I wore the other one already. This is the dead stock pair, but again, like, after receiving it, I told myself I needed to get a second one for later on. And again, quality, amazing. And my last and third pickup, and I kind of like, I probably shouldn't have paid as much, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the price later on is going to be worth it. I think it's going to go more. It's going to be higher. Now, if I didn't get it now, I would have paid even more later. But I wanted to get these.
Oh, you already got them. Did you get the numbered pair or the unnumbered?
Now, unnumbered. And now this is the thing. So I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice, okay? This is unnumbered pair.
Mm-hmm.
If you look on my page on the shop's page, my homeboy, he went to Chicago and got the numbered pair. We compared the two. There's nothing. The quality is exactly the same. The only difference is, of course, is the numbered pair on the inside. Mm-hmm. On the back, right here has the fore and from, and the back and the heel right here. What else did we see?
The gold lace tips.
The gold lace tips, yes. And I'm not okay. So mine is a size 10.5. His was a size 12. Now this part right here.
Where you live at?
Yeah.
Kev about to go a strong arm somebody.
This part right here, it looked like it had a little better quality leather, just like up here.
Okay.
But again, it could have been the size. I'm not positive, but everything else about it was exactly the same. It was like crazy. Like this part right here, the toe box, the leather is so great. Like we push this in crazy. Like you see, like I don't know if you see that. Like I just pushed that in.
Damn, Berto.
No, check this. No, check this out. Check this out.
Oh yeah.
Right back.
Nothing.
Oh yeah. Damn. Okay.
It never even happened. It's crazy. This leather is just like amazing. When people get this in hand, they're gonna go nuts. I'll just tell you that one thing right now. I have band ones, like actual band ones, and this leather is like up to par with that as well.
Okay.
So
the question is it shattered backboard material?
I believe that this leather is actually I won't say better, because I don't think there's a comparison because there's two different kind of like suede leatherish. This is leather that's like more suede. There's no comparison, but this is really good quality leather on these shoes. Definitely.
That's what's up.
Definitely pick these up if you get a chance to.
Well,
my question is, what's the sizing run? I mean, we're not even gonna be able to get it.
I'll be honest.
Started at what? 7, 7.5, 8.
I think it's gonna start at men's 7 if you're lucky to grab that, and then it'll be like 7.5. I think after that. I'm sorry, I didn't make the shoe. I'm sorry.
Berto,
but you know what tripped me out though? Like also with like the numbered pairs, my boy's numbered pair was like in the 100 range, but it was size 12. So I don't know like how they worked, which numbers went to what size. Usually like the front back. I don't know.
You know what? Number I saw something online. The person who had number 1, it's a size 12.
Yeah.
Wait, it was a 12 or 13, one of them, but it wasn't a small size.
Man, I need that.
Yeah,
let's just say I paid for them.
Moving on. Who's next?
Bert, are you done?
Yeah. That's my 3 pickups. Yeah.
All right, Cass, what you got?
Cass?
Okay, so I'm channeling my inner hype beast.
Uh-oh.
No, but I have
already
same as Berto. Same.
All right, tipped your hand.
That's a really good pickup. That's a really good pickup.
So, I had the watermelon ones, but they're in the trunk.
Niggas love watermelon.
Watermelon.
Except me.
Watermelon.
That's what I got. But yeah, I love this shoe because I just love wild looking shoes. So
nice.
It was definitely yeah.
Good job.
That's all I got.
Me and you, Cass, 1 each. All right, here we go. Hold on. Are we gonna have time for all your pickups, Marcus? Do we need
I'm
to extend the show?
I'm gonna go through real quick.
Ah, shit. All right. Go ahead. It's on you, man. Everybody on go.
Wait a minute. You already went. My bad.
Yeah, me about one lovely shoe.
He didn't pay attention.
Got the Game Boy 1.
He was just rubbing it in. You done already?
Now Marcus hasn't been on the show his shoes, so this is weeks and weeks.
Yeah, this is from a month. This ain't nothing, current. This is from a whole month. But
we about to count down
the shadows. That's it. Got a couple of Sauconys, the Belgian waffles.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
You ain't need those.
Scampies.
You ain't need those.
Oh, I like those.
Got this Air Max here. I love this shoe.
5.
What kind is that?
I don't know what the name is on it.
That's
don't
what
really
Nike wanted to take.
They liked his ankles.
Yeah, that's the one Nike is going to use on some ad or something.
Yeah.
The Tony D.
Oh, you got them too? So, oh wait, Daniel sent you those? Oh, so 3 of us got them, or did he get rid of his?
I don't know.
No, he ain't got them.
And then South Beach.
Damn.
That's
7 pairs.
Got summer shoes coming up now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And what I'm calling the South Beach one, they call it the watermelon.
It's watermelon.
It's South Beach. It's the same color. Look, it's the same damn colors.
Actually, that pink on the other one is a little brighter.
Yeah,
smell it. It might smell like watermelon. Smell it.
The one looks like
seeds up in there.
The one looks like a female shoe though. No bullshit.
Well, I can pull that off though, Kev.
I know, man. When you got a vagina.
Everything's different. And lastly, I got the animal pack also, just like everybody else.
Oh, that's not bad, man. You got what, 9, 10?
That's
10
it.
pairs?
Yeah,
wait, that's actually kind of bad, though. That's in 3 weeks, though.
That's a lot of cake, though, bro.
That's some good pickups too.
I actually left another one in there, but that's okay.
What is it?
I can't even remember what it is. It's an ASIC something.
Oh,
it doesn't matter what it is.
Haters.
So Marcus, are you gonna bless us with the what's coming out next?
Yep. Let me get to that.
We know what's coming out tomorrow.
Shut up. I don't give a shit what come out tomorrow.
The patchwork joints.
You caught that L.
Yeah, we're gonna start first with the Nike Air Max 97, the CR7, the patchwork. This was my first L on the Foot Locker reservation app, and however many years it's been around.
Did it say 369? Good lord.
Yeah, it did. I was like,
wow,
that ain't good.
This was my first L. They had one store in Dallas, that one store in Texas, period, that got them, which is my store that I always go to. They got 24 pairs in.
Wait, how much are those?
They were 190. They went up at
190. That's what website is that? Oh, Kicks on Fire. Okay.
They 190. They went up to around after the reservation. It went up to about 270, and people start buying them up. So
I want them, but I don't want them that bad.
After tomorrow, they're gonna go up again.
Oh yeah, I mean shit, that says 369 right there. So.
Snake Eyes Soldiers.
Oh man.
All right, we're gonna skip a couple of them, and we're gonna go to the Sheed, the Nike Air Force One Sheed, of course, from Rasheed Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I had though.
Trying to get.
I remember when those used to come out like all the time.
Yeah.
All of the patent leather one was probably the best one.
Yeah, but you can't hardly find them now in good condition.
No.
I just can't do that, man. That's way 2000, 2002. I can't rock a Air Force One.
You can't do that, Kevin?
No.
But you'll rock a 85 Jordan, but you can't rock a 2002. Come on.
Exactly.
Kevin, you make absolutely zero sense most of the time.
Read a book, nigga. You'll figure it out.
You motherfucker need to read a book. And here's a shoe
before the books came out.
Kev will be picking up the Nike Vapor Max Rainbow.
Hey man, I gotta support you on Gay Pride, man. You know what I'm saying?
To go with his sticker on the back of his automobile.
It matches your boyfriend. You gotta support my homie, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't all have justice in this. What's this world worth living? You know what I'm saying?
All right, then we got the Mellow 9.
Keep the moss in
Are y'all feeling these, man?
We're gonna call them the Wood Grain 9.
Not me, but
Nine's already kind of iffy.
We're gonna call these the Cadillac Broham with the wood grain and the gold. I know how them Cadillacs was back in the days. What it look like?
Oh
I
man,
think that the white, the milky white sole looks nasty. Like,
yeah, I get it. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But the hype beast in me want them.
The dumpster.
Oh, man. Hold up, man. Did you say you kind of want these though?
The hype beast in me want them.
But they kind of, I mean, everybody says it kind of reminds me of like the DB, sort of.
I want to know what that gold on the bottom is exactly. Like, how it's going to look in hand.
some shit that's gonna chip off after about 2 or 3 wears.
Exactly. I was gonna say it's probably gonna chip.
Well, my 6s haven't chipped, but I also haven't really worn them.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe that's why.
I wore them a couple times.
That would explain it.
All right, then the women have a foam posit 1 coming out, the particle beige.
I mean, is there like a pack or something? Because didn't the 12s just come out with that same color? Like, are they doing like a?
They just, you know how they do colorways. I mean, you know, when millennial pink, I mean, everything will be that. You know, so
that's true. Yeah,
it's not necessarily a pack though.
Gotcha. So the lady's about to get a bunch of beige.
Yeah.
Don't look so excited, Cass.
Yeah,
at least the shape of the shoe is more like
they're like the men,
right?
Where, you know, they don't look like little triangles.
Yeah, you don't have that little short yellow bus front toe on it like you had back on that. That bus Kev rode on before he put the rainbow sticker on there.
Yeah, man, because I had to help you on it. Yeah, using that wheelchair. Come over and lift you up, and I had to lock you in. I had to put the chain around your wheel because it was back in the day.
Yeah, you like lifting a brother up. That's your thing now, lifting brothers up.
Hey, man, I'm inspirational.
Oh, Lord.
I'm talking about with your hands. With your inspiration.
Trying to lift niggas up with your hips.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So we go to this last shoe, the Jordan 11 Low Cool Gray.
I'm so mad at this. I am so mad. You're not gonna redo the high. You're gonna bring out this. I can't do it.
I'm not doing it.
You'll have a high in about a year or 2.
Yeah.
Are y'all just gonna skip over the woman's shoe, the Arkin next to it?
You know,
that's right, Cass. Get him. Get him.
That's what she's been waiting for.
Marcus,
you really want to see this rocking chair looking shoe?
No. First of all, okay. So I've seen the shoe in person.
That shit got a Kim Kardashian booty.
It's actually, I mean, I'm not feeling this colorway, but the shoe itself is not a bad shoe. Like, I've seen it in person. It's nice. I tried it on. I didn't buy it yet, but it's on my list.
You can wear them, wear them in the water and shit.
The beach.
Right near the beach. My name's Dexter.
This looks like a rocking chair from the side.
No.
Oh, damn, that back is big. You said like her.
It's not that big in person.
Oh, it's not.
My shoe.
Are we still talking about the shoe? Are we still talking about the shoe?
I was just about to say something. I was like, let me just.
Cass, are there any other women's shoes you would like to look at?
No, I think I'm good for now.
Is there anything coming out that we missed?
Let me make sure. They got that Puma Thunder Spectra.
I actually kind of don't hate that one.
Yeah, those
it's not bad.
A friend of mine showed me like different colorways that they're gonna have on those. And it's kind of like that Balenciaga-ish thing kind of going on. Basically how it's looking. I mean, as far as like the bottom is, apparently like Kith is gonna have some exclusive colors as well. Kith's gonna have some exclusive colors, and then I think a friend of mine, a person in Finish Line said Finish Line's gonna have some exclusive colorways. So apparently that's gonna be, they're putting a lot of money into that shoe. So
hope they know what they're doing.
They're spending their whole budget.
I'm about to say they're about to ride the what are they called again? The mind blowers or blow your minds, some shit like that.
The colon blowers.
Go ahead, man. My bad.
And I forgot about the Jordan 1 Retro High Pass the Torch, aka I got 5 on it.
They got the Blank Man, the Air Blank Man. They got the hand on there like Blank Man.
Like Blank Man.
The Air Wilsons.
Are any of y'all trying to go for these?
Fuck no.
Too shiny.
Yep, the hype beast made me want those too.
Oh, come on, Marcus. Really?
You gonna even
hold up now. Even you know what? I'm dead.
Marcus said he wanted to relive his college days and be G5G.
Very long stroke.
That's That's what your boyfriend's name is.
All right, so that's all we got for the upcoming releases. Let me get it off this screen share. Okay, get off the damn screen share. Kev, take it off for me so I can get off the screen share. There we go.
It's not on you no more.
Okay, we good.
You good? All right, so we are going to get into the G.A.P. But before we get into the G.A.P., I'd like to discuss with you 8-9 manufacturing. Make sure y'all go ahead and check out the link in the bio. There's a 40% off coupon, and the way that it works is you go ahead and you get the items. You can't get the track pants or track suit. You can't get that, and you can't get anything that's personalized. But everything else, 40% off. You go ahead and you add everything in, and then it populates once you get ready to check out. So, right before you check out, you can see what your actual total is. It doesn't do it when you add it up there, from day one. So, I did have a graphic. Unfortunately, I think that I don't have it here. So, 8-9, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass the ball to Mike because he's gonna go ahead and run the G.A.P.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the G.A.P. G.A.P. Grumpy Ass Polos. Well, actually, gas ass or pass for those of you who are first-time listeners. This is where the panel comes together with a topic. We all pick out a shoe, and we let you guys go ham on whether it is hot or not. So gas will get you 2 points, ass will get you 0 points, and we cannot vote on our own shoes. So without further ado, let's kick off the G.A.P.
And here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and start it off just because it's just easier that way.
Sorry, I forgot to say what the topic was. So this week's topic were shoes that glowed, pretty much.
Shoes that glow. And the shoe that I chose was the Yeezy one. I don't even know what the name of this one is, but I know that Ed, shout out to the son of some man. There was a pair of these at a local New York spot, and I just think these are super sick. The Kanye, the Yeezy ones are my favorite by far. Then I guess you could go to the twos, and then you get into the Adidas, but definitely the Nike Yeezys are on my hot list. So it's an all black upper with a white swoosh, and the bottom is the glow in the dark material. So what do y'all think?
Well, I'll go ahead and go first. Of course, I love the Yeezy One silhouette. I think it's dope. I just don't like this black on it, man. To me, a Yeezy is supposed to be something that stand out and that looks different. And the only thing that's different about it is that glow in the dark sole. So I'm at the pass on it. Should have picked another one.
You should have picked another one.
Whatever.
I'll go next. Y'all know me and dominant black shoes. I kind of feel like Polo because I think Kev, the first one that I thought you had showed was the tan net because I thought it had the pink insole. I'm sorry, the pink. It was pink on the inside. So those I like. But yeah, it's just it's a little too black for me. So it's a pass. But I do like the silhouette, just not the color.
Don't being racist again.
I know. I'm sorry. I hate blacks.
I hate your fat ass too.
Let's go, Bert. Let's go, Cass.
Yeah. So I picked the Galaxy phones.
Wait.
Oh, ma'am, you've watched this show long enough to know how this rolls.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry. Wrong one. I'm a pass. I don't like them. I'm just not a fan. Kanye. Oh, it's high beast. But I'm not a fan of them. It's too much going on. I don't like them.
All right.
Pass.
Berto.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say I like them. I really do. It's one of my all-time favorite shoes, definitely. So
this man got taste.
Most definitely. Of course.
Everybody else getting asked. I'm asking all y'all shoes. Don't even ask me. it looks like it was
Casablanca.
It was more of a pass from the. There's
In the
passing
chat?
gas in the chat. It's I'll take the pass. So you totaling this up, right?
Yeah, I got the total. Yep.
All right.
Yep. So well, I'll tell you the total I do. Well, actually, I'll tell you now. So your total was 6. You got 6 on that.
Well, you about to get -2.
Hey, man, you know what? One
All
day I might have to pop in Berto's store and it might be something you like. Negative what?
Oh.
Hey, nigga, negative whatever. Nigga. I ain't afraid to burn bridges, nigga.
Oh, man.
I got a jump pad. It's Fortnite status.
Oh God.
We got Marcus.
Yes, sir. I went with the up-tempo, more air up-tempo, Dorn Becker's DBs, worn by my friend, my brother, and my co-host, Daniel, one-legged Lister. And yeah, these gas, man. I mean, and hell, that picture right there says it all. I mean, if you don't get these gas just from the picture alone, from that glowing sole, then I mean, you don't know shoes.
All right, nigga.
Really? I like how he said that. If you don't pick that gas, you don't know shoes. I'm gonna give it a gas. I think the fact that Dan took this picture saved it. I don't think they're a bad looking shoe. When I got them in hand, they were just a little clunky, you know. So, but I really love the shot and the glow effect on those. So I'm gonna give those a gas. I mean, I had them for a little while before I sold them.
Sell everything.
I wish I could sell your ass.
Hey, if you get a time machine, you could, because he was alive back then.
Berto, don't give him no hints, because he's going to try to open a 610 store.
I take that gas back. I'm going to get this motherfucker ass. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm making...
Uh-oh, he about to pass out on live camera. Oh shit. Somebody called the ER. Hope you got
911.
Somebody call 911.
Hope you got that bracelet on.
Who next?
Who
I'll go.
I gas it, definitely. I mean, I love that shoe. Of course, Dan always kills the shots, and I mean, it's DBs. I mean, I personally can't really hate on them, like some people do. So
you can hate on a DB 13.
Yeah.
No, you can't. You can't.
No, I mean,
you can most definitely hate.
I like the cause, so I'm going with definite gas on that one.
Okay.
All right.
I'll say gas as well. Not only because of the way the shoe looks, but of course the meaning behind it. But definitely gas. Definitely great shoe.
Don't be the one sucker on the show.
Pass on these motherfuckers. These trash motherfuckers. This shit is trash. I mean, Dan, he took a good picture. Great picture here. I don't like the shoe. I didn't like them when they came out. I had
you ain't get them?
No, I had the opportunity to, but
okay.
I mean, I don't want these Cyclops looking motherfucking shoes.
I mean, at the end of the day, you ain't get them. So I mean,
yeah. So I gave you a pass though. So I didn't give you ass. I should have.
Booty, rocking.
And real quick before we go to the next one, if we can we got 60 people watching. If we can get up to 55 likes, we got some information about a shoe that you haven't seen anywhere that's going to be coming out. So if y'all can go ahead and hit that like button and get us up, man. We're at 62 now, so hit that like button. I'll pass on.
Provide this information.
That information will be provided by me, Polo the Don.
Oh, you don't need to know nothing about slave nigga.
We're gonna talk about them new coat that's coming out, man.
What did the chat give that?
That was straight gas all day.
Yeah, he got gas.
Okay, cool. All right, so Marcus, you walking away with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9, my friend.
They go Heather Joy. I always got to be a damn party pooper.
Let me get this.
What's she doing?
Let's go.
Like she became quality control on shoes. I have to admit that shoe.
Let's go with gas.
Okay. My turn.
Yep.
So I picked, actually the DB5 was my first choice, but since it was taken, I picked the Galaxy foams. And, you know, I'm not really a foam person, to be honest, but I believe this was the first shoe that had like print, like design on the foam, if I'm right. I'm sure Pino will fact check me, but so I think it was kind of a big thing, definitely hyped up, you know, to have all that cosmic shit on the foam design on the upper. And then also it came out, I want to say originally like 2011, 2012 or something like that. So I think that it was a big shoe because of that's when like social media starting to pop. So if you think about it, you know, we're all connected through Instagram. So, you know, Instagram basically hypes up shoes even more so now than before. Like we liked the hunt of the shoe before, but now, you know, it can connect you to Australia, or it can connect you anywhere. So I think at that time it was really popping, social media. So it even hyped up that shoe more so. So I think that it was kind of bigger than what it was. That's my reasoning.
You ready?
Yeah, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna be easy on me or not?
I'm gonna probably catch some flack from Miss Jenkins because she's a DMV native, and everybody in DMV got some damn foams. But I might just have to pass on these. I'm just not a foams fan. I love the glow effects. It makes it more appealing. But I just can't do foams. It just turns me off the fact that they cost more than J's. That, you know, and I don't know. It's just not a smooth look for me. So I can't pull it off. So I'm gonna have to pass on these.
Whatever. Didn't like you anyway.
Don't do me like that, Cass. Go ahead. Who's next?
I'll go. I think I'm gonna have to push me to the edge. All the phones are dead. Fuck these phones.
Damn,
I can't stand your ass.
No, I'm gonna pass on these. I was actually gonna pick them, but I honestly, like, over the years, like now I'm looking at them and I'm like, they don't look as sweet.
And I have to say something. Okay, so I was looking in the chat, and Diana, like our girl D-Lo, she would hit the nail on the head with Mo, because he was talking about the price. Now you will go and pay hundreds more for anything. So.
For some Jordans.
And Yeezys.
And everything else.
It was some Yeezys, yeah. But phones, I mean.
So she made a good point. That's all I have to say.
D-Lo, I'm gonna need you to go cook something nice and tasty to post on IG right now.
This nigga, that's sexist. I don't want to hear that.
Well, no,
ain't nobody got time for that.
But she's always cooking and posting up nice stuff. It ain't because she's a woman. She posts nice looking food.
All right, man.
I hate all of y'all.
Man.
And Jose said, and you want to spend some money on some Pumas.
Is that Skinner in the damn chat?
That's Thriller.
Oh,
shout out to Thriller.
Berto, make sure you tax him hard next time he come through. By the way. Anyway, go ahead.
Who next?
I passed.
I'm gonna probably have to pass. I'm not very keen on foams either, even though I'm here in the DMV, of course. Grew up in Chicago and now over here, but it's big over here. Well, I mean, it used to be at least, but now it's not so anymore. Yeah, I know that's what she said. But again, I'm probably gonna have to pass. No,
all right, Marcus, what's up?
I'm a Gatson. I think they're dope. I mean, of course, I love foams. I had several phones. I traded them all in, but
you still got foams though, right?
No, I got rid of all of them.
Oh, you? I thought that was recently. You just showed me a bunch of foams, right? Or were those
I got pictures of some that I had.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I got. That's how I got all them DBs earlier this year.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
I got it.
But I think these dope. I mean, if I could have one pair of phones in my collection, it would be these. So I got to gas.
Okay.
Niggas wilding somewhere.
Yeah.
Berto, is that over there by you? You got a Royal Rumble going on?
I was wondering what I mean. Is that y'all?
Cass,
wait, do y'all? Okay, so that's probably.
I hear like kids screaming or something.
Oh no, they're imitating gang members downstairs. I don't even ask. My house is
See,
crazy.
y'all trying to blame me, and it's over here. It's over here being her. See,
I was trying to sit here like nobody could hear it.
So, nigga, you want to get jumped in?
I don't know what they're doing downstairs, but it's a little crazy down there.
It's like The Wire when all the kids are imitating Omar in the street and shit.
Omar's here.
Oh man. So then wait. So it's like suspects. What do we get in the chat? Imitating.
Yeah. Let me see what y'all talking about.
Let me see.
Go ahead and look.
I'm trying to figure out why Chantel is mad at me.
What you do?
I don't
Hold
know.
up. Hey, chat, rethrow your stuff up there. I see pass. I see some gas. I see pass. Pass. Oh yeah, pass. Yeah. I think you got to pass, Cass.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
You know what?
No, it's all good.
So Cash, you got 2, 4, 6. All right. All right. What's up next?
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, look, kid.
Thought I was about to take a mic.
Well played, sir.
Dude.
Oh man. All right. Oh, Berto, you can't see the okay, Berto, your shoe is up. I don't think you can see it though, because
I can't see it now.
So just go ahead and explain what the shoe is. We can see it, you can't, but just tell everybody what your shoe was.
So the shoe I picked was the very underrated, awesome shoe, Air Zoom Rookies, glow in the dark. Probably shitting on all of those other shoes just for the fact that it's the one that glows the best and the most. So
you're right about shit. Go ahead.
Let me get something right.
let me gas your shoe before you tax the shit out of me next time I come visit.
It's a great shoe, so go ahead. Go ham, guys.
Go ahead, Kev. We'll let you kick this off.
Stop!
That's a whammy. Yeah. Like, all right, these aren't horrible. I don't think they're ugly. And I kind of like the penny ones. They kind of they got the penny one.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like a penny one and an Ergo and a Foam Posit just had a gangbang, and you don't know who the mom was. So I'm just gonna pass on these because I don't think that they're ass, but I mean I wouldn't buy them. So, but yeah, I'm gonna pass.
All right.
I feel like that's fair.
Marcus, what you got?
I don't ever recall asking a guest shoe before. If I have, correct me.
There he goes.
But I mean, for one thing, okay, it has a great glow. But when you take that glow away,
when you got that,
it's ugly as shit. Sorry. With the glow, it's ugly as shit. So these ass all day long. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. I mean, if you're gonna have a glow, at least make it look like something. It's just glowing. You might as well go get them some of them little feezies that you buy in the mall that got the little light up shit on the bottom of.
My daughter likes those
I don't like the look of it.
Sorry, Berto, you a good dude, but
no, it's cool. It's cool.
I mean, it's probably like top 10 ugliest shoes we had on the show.
Damn.
Damn. I gotta go.
Oh my god, he said top 10. Damn.
He said ever.
We even had a show that was dedicated to the ugliest shoe. I don't know why this wasn't on the list.
Was it on there?
It wasn't.
No, this just wasn't on there. The ones we had were pretty bad. Those Adidas Kobe's, the one that looked like the Stay Puff. And...
Oh, I remember those. Yes, the moon shoes. The moon.
Yeah. Look like a wrecked car.
The silver joints, the yellow ones. Yeah,
the air bugsies.
Yeah.
Cass. Go ahead, Cass.
I'm a pass. Like, I'm good. No.
bad.
It's just an easy pass for me.
They're not horrible.
They're not horrible.
Right.
But
It's just not something you would buy.
nah, nope.
Why you Marcus get the blue cup and he's like extra lit shit. I'm a
With his blue pill.
It's that prune juice.
Damn.
Uh-oh. Really? We going there, right?
It was lit about a couple of hours ago for you.
He said, "What was lying in the bathroom? Something blowing up."
Mike was in there with matches and newspaper and shit.
No, they don't need that. After you're sitting there for a while, you don't even smell it no more.
Ew.
Y'all hold up now. Y'all know that shit.
I've been smelling your shit for 13 years.
You know when you're in there for a while, you don't even smell it no more until you walk out and they come back in. Then you smell it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just. I'm keeping it real. Y'all know that shit, dude. I just don't have a problem saying. For me, I'm gonna just pass. I do like the glow effect on it, but I think, like Marcus said, once you strip away that glow effect, it's a shoe that is a little unappealing. Please don't tax me when I come to your store, sir.
It's already done.
Sucker ass nigga.
All right, so let me see. We got suspects. Well, you know, I see a lot of shit, but it could be because of the comment I just made. But let me see. Suspects. I'm seeing ass. I'm seeing ass-tastic. I'm seeing butt cheeks. Yeah, we got ass on that. 1, 2, 3. So Berto, you got 4.
All right.
Hey man, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's not the worst score we've ever had.
No.
That's what I like to hear.
I've had the worst.
I'm about to say I might have had the worst. If I
These
did.
niggas don't respect anything. Disrespectful motherfucker.
And last but not least is my shoe, the DB5, which I still need to take shots in these. But yeah, I mean that glow effect just kills it. And for me, the person who I think took probably one of the best, if not the best picture of these is Mike is awesome. I think Lace Differently might have just reposted it, but I love these. And I'm just waiting to tag up with Dan so he can help me do a killer glow shot. I mean, because if I just took pictures of it now, it wouldn't do these things justice. So
yeah, Mike, you got a snail trail over there?
Do we all have these?
Nope, I don't.
yeah, I mean,
You always fuck up a picture.
Hey, man,
what are you talking about? As long as my damn
I'm
legs.
talking about Kev.
hey, do you have the Dornbacher 4?
Do you?
Oh,
Yep,
damn.
I do, nigga.
I'm only missing the 4 and the 6. Shit. That's it.
Well, you older than me, nigga. You supposed to have everything.
What that got me?
Shit, you got AARP, you got Social Security, double dipping, nigga. You working and getting shit.
I gotta keep my lights on, man. $5 a month.
In the heat stuck, nigga. You live in the heat. You ain't gotta worry about paying no gas bill. Don't you get reparations?
Oh shit!
Somebody cut this man off, please. All right, that's my shoe. Go ahead.
I'm a gas it. It's a dope shoe. But I mean, I know I'm not gonna pay the money for it, but it's a dope shoe.
Yo,
How much are? It's like at least a G.
no, I mean they're coming down. They're like, you can probably get a pair for like maybe 8 and some change. That's well, oops. Before I say something,
And all your
that is not what I paid. Let me be careful what I say price wise. I can't disclose all that. All right, go ahead, Cass. I already know what you're giving this.
Yeah, definitely a gas. It's one of my favorites.
No,
I still need to get it, but it's too rich for my blood right now.
What's the size? 7? Is it 7 for these or? Cause no, didn't Laced Up get these, but she had to get them a little bigger.
Laced Up got all the DVDs.
Yeah, she got it.
Yeah, her collection is awesome.
Okay, go ahead, Berto.
Definitely gas. One of the best DBs ever made from all of them, in my opinion. Definitely gas. Yeah, glow's insane.
Okay, Marcus.
Yeah, it's a gas. I mean, it's probably maybe my second favorite out of all the DBs, but
Really, what's the first? The 4?
the 3, man, of course.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. All right, and suspects. What are we talking? I see filler up, gas, gas. Yeah, all right. So we got
Perfect strip club kick.
Strip club kick. That is true.
You can't.
I ain't wearing these up in no strip club. I don't need no juices or nothing.
I don't need nobody to see me.
You can wipe them down.
Nah, man, I don't need no public hairs and all the other shit on them.
All right, nigga, what kind of strip club you going to?
I didn't say public hairs.
I'm trying to keep it PG.
You be going to the one where the bras got gunshot wounds.
I've been to some of those.
Boy, I can tell y'all some stories.
I'm about to say, yeah. I'm sure there's. Well, you know what? Let me stop. So, I got 10, and
you don't know my struggles.
I do not indulge in strip clubs, and I walk away with a 10. So I get the
Man, every time I seen you, we went to the strip club. Stop your lies.
What you talking about, man? I ain't been to. Let me tell you something. Last time I was at a strip club was my 30th. So that was 9 years ago. Oh, well, I take that back. I'm wrong. Next. I forgot. Let's stop while I'm ahead. So anyway,
that's it, right?
That's it. Yep, I got 10. So I'll be picking a topic next week. Good job. All right.
Hashtag public hairs.
I'm sure there's probably a bunch of those. We're gonna get into topics. Topics. I'm gonna Mike, you go ahead and run this one, man. Got it?
Yeah, that's cool. So I'm gonna start off with first off, we're gonna talk about our SneakerBox radio, formerly SneakerBox podcast. They're making big moves. They're now SneakerBox Radio. Shout out to Caesar, Francis, White Ranger, Sneaker Girl, Guru, MJ. They're doing their thing, and they recently had a collab with Nike Lab, and they all got to design their own shoes. I think they got 5 apiece, if I'm not mistaken. And
they all got different amounts, I think.
Okay, did they get different amounts? Okay, because I know
Caesar got 5. That nigga
Caesar got 5. Yeah, well, anyway, all of them got multiple pairs that they got to design based on different things. I know Guru dedicated one of his pairs, a pair of Air Max 1s to his son, and just a bunch of different things. So just kind of want to talk a little bit about that collaboration and things like that, and how great that is. That's when I don't know if they're saying you made it, but for them to have a collab, that's great. So I just want to talk on that a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's an awesome feat to accomplish. I mean, they're doing a lot of things that I would love for us to do, and while we try to work our way into that position, I'm definitely happy for these guys. They've been nothing but helpful to us, as far as in this world, and as far as friends too. Every time we go to Sneakercon, we always link up, and we have it's a great brotherhood.
Right.
So I'm definitely happy for them. And you guys you can pick these up at sneakerlab.com. There's a lot of different ones to choose from. Find whatever style fits yours. But I know Caesar got the most. Caesar.
and they all looking like submarines because they're like a size 18.
So you got a foot long, so foot having ass nigga.
But but like Kev said, they had off the top of my head, I can remember they had a couple Air Force Ones, Air Max 95s, Air Max 1s, Air Max 90s, just a couple things. But like Kev said, definitely click, check it out. Show them some support, and they're definitely doing some good things in the community.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like Kev, Mo both said, I mean, these guys, Caesar, the whole crew, they've been great everywhere we went. We've hung out with them every time we go to SneakerCon. They always have us back at the house. Great group of people, and I've been listening to the show even way before we had our own show. And I've always been a huge fan. And to actually know those guys and be able to call them and talk to them at any time is great. And to see them get something like this is, it was something that I think, should have been done a long time ago, because they do so many things and they inspire so many people. Most of these shows, we wouldn't be around if it wasn't for the inspiration of that show. So, go and support them. I mean, it's just like supporting us. It's just like, buying something that we put out there, just go and show them some love and pick up a shoe and, rock it, put it on Instagram and, show the love that they show us, because they show us a lot of love. So I think it's dope.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Kev's got the shoe up. Oh, Berto, I forgot you can't see the shoe.
I can't see it either.
Oh, you don't see it
either.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
In the chat, girl?
Yeah. Oh, not shot in the chat. Okay.
No, it was an Air Max 1 with a white upper, black in the mid, and then a red swoosh with red laces.
I think I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, black midsole with a red speckle and a clear bottom. The clear bottom, I think, really sets it off. Like, for me, it's tough to pick. It's tough to pick one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, I want to support and I like each and every one of them. But finances ain't always where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas should have had a 2-week from Friday to Friday. Brothers gotta, you gotta watch your fun money, because the fun money is, allows you to be able to pick up certain things. So I'm on the fence of what I want to do, but definitely you guys go out there and support them, and hopefully maybe someday we'll be in a similar position, and we can kind of follow their footsteps when it comes to that type of deal. Anybody else?
You were chopping up a little bit. Hey, Berto, I just sent you and I should have did this earlier, so I apologize. I just sent you the link so that you can see some of the shoes. Okay. But like Kev said, essentially it's a podcast with the individuals I named. They've been on air for 3 years. They were podcasts. They recently switched over to radio, and so they've been doing a lot of things this year. They just went out and toured Nike headquarters earlier in this year. They got a couple other big things coming up on the horizon that they're going to let us know. But the big, one thing that we're talking about is that they recently got a chance to do a collab with Nike. So, my apologies for not sending you the link earlier so you could take a look at the shoes.
Oh, but, good. I'll check it out right now, though.
So yeah.
All right, so real quick, everybody's asking. We got 70 likes. Thank you. Appreciate everybody for hitting that like button. The news that I've got today, there's another Jordan 8 that's coming out on October the 13th. We don't have any pictures of it yet, but the colorway is white and turbo green. On October the 13th is the tentative date that we have for right now. So those colors sound kind of dope. If that's just the only two colors, that might be a dope. That might be. I want to
see 1 to 2 colors. I want to see red and possibly black. That's it.
Well, Kev, you ain't getting no damn red 8s.
Unless you go squeeze into some shoes.
That's wrong. I ain't like you.
Those Valentine's Day ones.
Yep, exactly. Where they don't show the Amazons any love anymore. So when it used to go to a size 13, and I can make the cut.
So what shoe has turbo green on it? Because I know I've seen that somewhere.
I was about to say I don't even. They got
jellies.
All right, it's on a couple of. If you go on StockX and type in turbo green, it's on a couple of safaris, on an Air Presto Safari. The Air Presto Safari that came out last year, I think it was. That green colorway.
That's a good color. Yeah, I like that.
Color. The first color is white, or is the first color green?
Right. It's probably white. The first color I think is the dominant color.
It says white.
Stop it with all these color. White 8s. Stop it.
Here I imagine what will come out dope. Make it a predominantly white with suede and that green hints on there, that would hit.
Man, they gotta stop.
But haven't they though? Because you figure they came out with the cool gray, they came out with the cements, they came out with the Valentines. You know, they've kind of, with the exception of the OVOs, the OVOs and then the champagne, they've been kind of straying away from the white, right? As far as the colorways.
The OVOs.
Yeah, those are only two I can think.
And the confetti pack.
Yeah.
The retro, the alternate.
Oh, right.
The alternate Bugs Bunnies. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Man,
but they had to take flight. I mean, they
those things look like battleships when they're like when they're white. They're like milk jugs on your feet. Real stuff. Like, stop it.
Monster Kicks. You got to go watch Pino. Pino was talking about those Jitas recently. What was it? Is it it's May or June? Yeah.
It's May. It's coming up, and there ain't that many. I think it was like 60. Was it 65 or 60K?
If it's 65 and it's at Foot Locker, they mine.
You know I ain't getting nothing from Foot Locker because I don't spend enough money there. That's my problem. I'm gonna need the community to bless me with some assistance. I keep talking about I keep getting grills. The reason is I can't hit shit on Foot Locker. So stop me from buying grills and help a brother out with a GR assist, please.
And you're right, Chantel. It was on those two kicks, the 11. Yeah, that's the same color.
Now next.
All right, so next topic, we're gonna kind of go into, and this might drag out a little bit, so I apologize. We're gonna kind of talk about the video that Word had posted up about the young kid Gabe, who the video went viral. He was getting picked on about his shoes on the school bus, and of course it went viral, and and I'll kind of talk about some things that we did, as far as trying to, help out. But, we want to talk about as far as bullying, like, the way things are going now with, camera phones and everything else. Do you feel that you have to buy your kids, name brand shoes and things like that in order to prevent them from getting picked on? Or, is it not necessary to do that?
Okay, I'm going to jump in real quick on that one. So I have kids, and I actually have a son in high school, for y'all who don't know. So he, and I have a daughter in elementary school. So they're both in public school. But my daughter's been bullied, on the bus. And to me, I feel like kids are just mean. They're just mean. They kind of mimic what they see at home. They mimic what other kids are doing. In regards to shoes, I don't feel like a parent is obligated to buy, like Yeezys or Jordans. I mean, obviously, us as sneaker lovers, we tend to buy our kids shoes that we like, that are cool anyways. But I don't think it should be looked at as a requirement. I think that parents need to have those open conversations with their kids about bullying. And, when my daughter was bullied on her bus, I mean, I was the crazy parent that waited at the bus stop so I could talk to this kid one-on-one, even though he was little. And the bus driver I kind of went in on him. I'm not gonna lie, but like the bus driver let me do it. So that was their fault. but I was prepared for their parents to be there too. But I think that I talked to my daughter a lot about shoes. I talked to her about YouTube. I talked to her about pretty much everything. So she knows if she wants to go to school in some, like some little Skechers that are blinged out or whatever, and kids are talking about her shoes, like she doesn't care because we've already talked about this type of stuff. Like, I don't, and that's what she likes. She doesn't want to wear, a DB, or she doesn't want to wear like, if they came like really small, like Yeezys or something. Like she doesn't, I think parents need to buy what their kids want to wear as well, but they need to talk to them because their wants come from somewhere. Like it comes from something, a learned behavior, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree with you as far as getting them what they want as more than what you're wanting to get. So say if I wanted to buy my son Yeezys, maybe that's going to give him unwanted attention that may cause people to target him in that aspect. So they live the life, and they kind of, you know the lay of the land. And if you're fortunate enough to be able to provide that for your child, then great. But you know, there's a lot of people who don't. Like I came from an area where there was a little bit of everything. So, you know, like I always had shoes, you know, coming up. So like kids would, like, I wouldn't say they would pick on me, but you know, they would try to, you know, get on me about, you know, having stuff like oh yeah, you got the Jordans and whatever. So you know, I had to develop quick wit to, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know, adapt to that area. But I think that kids these days are they're the same as they were when we were kids. They're just different because we don't have the control. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't go out there and handle it like we would handle it because we've been through everything that we've been through. And, you know, I try to have open dialogue with my kids to say, hey, you know, look, I try to be like a cooler dad, but I'm stern. So like what I say goes. However, you know, like you can come to me and we can talk about it. I'm not going to come to your school in flip-flops ready to fight somebody unless I have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to embarrass you. Like, my mom would pull up to the school in rollers ready to fight somebody. Like, I wouldn't tell my mom nothing. I'd rather get beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like that, because I think that, you know, people like, all right, well, at least, you know, he went out like a G. Then, you know, man, remember when your mom came up in her rollers and, you know, she got into a fight and her titty fell out? Yep. I remember that.
Wait, why did titty? How did titty get involved with?
You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you gotta throw something in there. But I'm just saying that, you know,
oh God,
I don't like. It all depends on the situation, you know. It depends.
I think I think another big difference is social media. I mean,
exactly.
It rushes you. Like if my daughter, she doesn't have an Instagram account or anything, but like, for example, my son, you know, even on YouTube, like her watching YouTube videos, like the internet will rush the child to want, like, hey, you know, they need this or I need this, or, you know, she watches all these toy reviews and it's like, oh, I need to get all these toys. So it's the same way. Like if we're scrolling through Instagram, right, you know, it's going to make you want, you know, what everything else. Right. And back in the day, we didn't have Instagram. I just hung out in middle school with the skaters and I liked that they wore Vans and I wanted to wear them too, you know, and it was inexpensive. So it's kind of a different time because everyone is so plugged in, like they're so connected.
Social media is definitely influential and all that stuff. Definitely. So
I'll say it's actually probably the same. Things have just changed in the way that they serve it to you, because if you remember, movies in the 80s and TV shows in the 80s were marketing masterminds. I mean, you'd have G.I. Joe, they'd come out with the damn volcano that blew up and all types of stuff, and they served you all that while watching the show and entertaining you and having you locked into TV for hours and hours. And, you know, I think that we overlook, you know, the amount of time that kids are spending online. They're doing the same thing that we were doing by, you know, we were watching TV. Right. You know, we were in the house playing Nintendo. Now they can, instead of having to go out, you know, they can play inside and talk to their friends and do that. And part of me kind of, like, I mean, I guess that trade-off, it gives me better peace of mind because I know where my child is. But when, you know, when I was a kid, I was out.
Till whenever.
I was out in the wild. I mean, I came home when the street lights came on because I didn't want them slave whoopings. But, but you know.
But back then, I think, like, also we grew up in a different time. So our wants for the shoes were driven by real stories, by athletes, by, hey, you know, Jordan scored this or he wore this pair. Like, some of our influences were driven then. A lot of the younger kids, like the younger kids, like their influence is driven by attention through like YouTube and social media and money. And, you know, they don't really know all of the stories unless they're taught.
And I think, like you said, you know, and also some differences too, because I can sit here and say I was Gabe, you know, in a couple of instances, because, you know, my parents, it wasn't that they didn't have the money to buy me shoes. They just didn't feel it was worth spending $50 or whatever. Like, my parents have never bought me Jordans, right? Matter of fact, the only time my mom has bought me Jordans was in 2008 for a Father's Day gift. But before that, you know, it was just, they were getting, I mean, well, that was then, she'll send me money, but growing up, it was just, they were like, it's just shoes. You're going to school. It's not about fashion. I was getting shoes from Payless and Hills. And the only reason they finally decided to get me a pair of Nikes was because I was outside playing football one day and I was running and I did a hard stop and my feet literally slid out of my shoe, like the sole ripped off, everything. So I walked home, like 8 blocks with bare feet, basically. And after that, I kept telling my dad, I said, you're buying me all these cheap shoes, which add up to the price of one more expensive shoe, And then I could think of another time where I was at camp, and I don't know why the camp counselor did this. He was like, yeah, let's talk. Yeah, well, I mean, it was free camp, but, he was like, yeah, let's go around the circle. And, everybody's talking about shoes. Yeah, like everybody tells what kind of shoes you got on. And I was like, fuck, so I never forget this. It was like the one dude was like, Nike. And it came to me and I was like, Brit Force. And everybody started laughing. But why did the Brit Force look like Jordan 3s though? So, I mean, that made it even worse, So, I mean, I got picked on too. I mean, I get it,
Well, my story's a little worse, and I think I probably told it before. It was also my start into sneakers and why I fell in love and became a sneakerhead. Back in 1777 when I started my first.
1825.
Back in 1932, in my freshman year of high school, when the first Jordan came out, I asked my mom. I was like, "Please buy me this shoe. I gotta have this shoe." And, she was like, nah, I ain't doing it, and my mom bought me everything back then. My parents, I was spoiled. I'm not going to front. I was spoiled. They would buy me, polo. That's where the polo thing came from. I fell in love with polo back then, just like I fell in love with Jordans. So I begged her for the Jordan 1 and begged and begged and begged. But I'm not spending that kind of money on those shoes. It ain't going to happen. So she went school shopping for me. She came back home and she threw the little bag at me. She's like, I went and bought these damn shoes. So I'm hyped. I'm like, yeah. First day of school, I'm going there with some J's on, finna set it off. And when I pulled them shoes out the box,
Jordache,
and I saw that swoosh that was going the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? I was like, Mama, these ain't them shoes. And she was like, them all the shoes. These not the shoes, Mama. These not the shoes. Boy, you gonna wear them shoes? I ain't wearing these shoes, Mama. No, you gonna wear them shoes. So my first day of school, I was cleaning the motherfucker all the way down to the shoe. Clean. Had on a black polo with the red man on it and some jeans, probably some Lee jeans and shit. And
Jerry curl.
I did. I did.
You got a Daryl.
I did. I was one of the first niggas with a Jerry curl in my school. I ain't gonna even lie. That's another story, but I'll tell you about that later. That's the honest to God truth. I will lie to you not. I was one of the first niggas with a Jerry curl.
Marcus was on the Duke box back in the day.
Now my mom, whatever. I'll get to that story offline. But anyway, back to the story. So first day freshman school year, I walk in. I already knew it was coming. You know what I'm saying? And I step in the cafeteria. And them niggas went in. They talked about me. And what can I do? You can't take your shoes off and walk around barefooted for the whole day. Shut up, Danny. That ain't what happened to my hair. But so I had to rock them shoes the whole day. I got several altercations. Had a fight after school. Had a fight with an older kid. I beat that ass, but was what it was. So, I got home. I mean, I got off from school, came home. I ain't get on the bus because they get you worse on the bus. School got some restrictions.
Confined environment.
You can't get your ass on that bus.
Oh, man.
So I walked home about a good couple of miles and shit. As soon as I got to the crib, I took them hoes off, tied them laces up together, threw it on that line, walked in the crib like a champ, and got my ass whooped. But while my mom was whooping my ass, I told her, my first job, my first check, I'm buying me some Jordans, and that's just what that is, and that's how it started. But yeah, I mean, kids were cruel back then, just like they are now. Like y'all said, the only difference was the social media. I mean, but back then, nigga had to fight. Kids don't fight nowadays. So when I got bullied, I had to fight. I had to become, because I was a kid that did get bullied, because I was smaller than the other kids my age. I was always smaller. I didn't grow until like right before my senior year, but I was like 5 foot you know, my junior year. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little dude. So I had to squabble and I got bullied. But, you know, I had to learn to become that dude. And that ain't for everybody, though. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't have to be. You shouldn't have to fight through school to protect yourself, you know, and it's sad that this kid had to go through that. And when I saw that video, I mean, I really felt his pain because it took me back to 1972.
This nigga Polo said, Marcus, is this before or after Jesus of Nazareth transferred to your school?
Jesus didn't start school until my junior year.
Oh, but you know, though, I mean, but that starts at home, man. You know, like I think that's the problem. I think, you know, because somebody was giving me some flack on Instagram, like, you guys are buying this kid shoes, the bullies are winning. I'm like, no, man. I said buying him shoes is not going to stop him from getting bullied, because bullies, they're just ignorant and they're going to find something else to pick on about.
Right.
You know, the shoes are more just,
else.
Right. They're just, you know, they're just trying to test you, you know, like if they're picking on you and you're crying and you're showing them that it hurts, then they're going to just keep.
They're going to continue to do it.
Right.
And I see a lot of people getting it wrong. We're not sending him the shoes to say, hey, now I can go to school and stunt. Now I can go to school and be the freshest. We're showing him that there are people out there who care about you. There are people out there, you know, who want to see you, you know, doing better and see you happy. Are the shoes going to be a temporary, as Chantel is saying, temporary bandage? Okay, let it be that. Right. But bring the little man some joy. We don't know what's in his head and what he's going through. I've seen kids get bullied and then commit suicide, unfortunately.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Is the bullying going to stop? Probably not. I mean, hell, people bully at my age. There's still bullies out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to stop.
I think I think one thing also, like Marcus said, was showing an act of kindness. You know, everyone's always talking shit on social media. So if everyone started to show these acts of kindness, and no, not everybody has to do a GoFundMe, not everybody has to send money, but like Mo said, even a video, you know, something, just an act of kindness, because if kids know that you care, they'll open up more and they'll tell you, you know, like if they don't know, if they think that you're not interested or you're not engaged with your kids, then they're not going to tell you anything. They may not tell you they're being bullied. You may not even know, you know, so it's important. That's important.
And Chantel, I don't know anybody else's intentions. I can only tell you mine. And the reason why I did this is because of A, like I said, the things that I went through as a kid. Exactly. And B, this is the person I am. I've always been a charitable person. You know, my mom and pops are super charitable, you know, so that's just one of those things that I fell into. And now that my pops isn't here, it's something that I'm going to carry forward. So this is not going to be the last thing that you're going to see from me or from any of us. Right. So don't think that we have the wrong intentions. Whatever you think, you're glad to have that. But my intentions were to bring some joy to this young man's life for the things that he's going through, not for him to go to school and stunt.
Unboxed fund, by the way, the unboxed fund, if you want to donate.
I think that you guys hit the nail on the head with it. I think that it's important to show him that life is, you know, not just what it is in his fishbowl, and that there's a way bigger world out there, and there's different types of people out there. Because when you're a kid, everything is magnetized, and this is your whole life. You know, you think that this is what's going to happen to you every time you go somewhere, and you know that feeling of alienation at such a young age gets ingrained into your foundation, and that can result in a lot of problems down the road. So I think that it's great to see, for him to see that there's people outside of his family, you know, that do care. You know what I'm saying? So that's I think that was our aim, you know, with coming up with this. And I mean, I thought it was crazy how quick, you know, the goal.
It went up quick. I'll go through all, you know, a couple other things as well. But Berto, what's your thoughts, man? As far as,
I mean, same as, you know, I've been bullied when I was younger too, and I'll be honest, it probably wasn't having to do with anything that I was wearing. I got bullied shit because of my look. I had big ears, you know. So at a young age, you know, like you said, kids are cruel. They're gonna go after you, and you show them that, you know, it's hurting you. They're gonna keep at it, you know. So me, when I was younger, I got bullied because of my ears being so big. So me being self-conscious about that, I had to do other things to get away from that. So I had to make sure I had like nice clothes on or nice shoes on, because if I have something in my mind, if I have something, you know, positive with me, the negative part of people talking about is just gonna be like, all right, they're gonna leave me alone. That's not the case. So like you guys talking about like this kid that you give some shoes to him that is gonna brighten his day. Of course it is, and maybe it's gonna stop the bullying. It's not gonna stop the bullying. We won't know that, but at least it brings a smile to his face because he knows in his mind there's someone out there that actually caring or even took the time to do something to help him out in that in that case.
Right
now, in his mind, like he said, also didn't mean that fishbowl. Like this is all he knows. The school that he goes to, that's his world right now. So like someone coming from another state reaching out to him, getting him some shoes, like man, there's other people out there. Everybody in the world is not assholes, basically. We're living in a social media conscious world. Like we have social media outlets out there that pick on kids for what they wear, and then you see people like take this L and everything because whatever, stuff like that pisses me off. Like everyone's promoting that shit with social media, and it's horrible because now these kids in their head, they think it's okay to be like, oh yeah, let's make fun of this person because of this, because everybody else in the world is doing it, So I love social media for the fact that we could reach out to people with it, but I also hate social media for that same case.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like you said, it's like a double-edged sword because the other thing I used to get bullied for was because I was so attractive,
Oh my God, can you cut his mic? Like it's been enough now.
This guy's so beautiful. He thinks that he's better than everybody, and I mean it's the truth. I was.
Can the chat give a gas, ass, or pass on Mo's beauty? Everybody just chime in. Gas, ass, or pass on Mo's beauty.
Hey, girl, get off that damn phone. But seriously, so so I did, and once again, I got big thank you to Word because she, she started this. I forgot who tagged me in it. She provided me with Gabe's mom's information, Clarice. I talked to her earlier today. And she was reluctant and to take anything. The one thing she was saying is that Gabe's still getting on the bus and going to school, but he's just shut down, from this. I mean, it's going to take some time for him as a kid, but that's where, this effort kind of comes into play, something to kind of boost his spirits. And like Cass said, one thing that I wanted to try and do is, get like a, everybody, who wants to send me a video, maybe like a 10 to 15 second or whatever clip, just saying, thank you, keep your head up, blah, blah, blah. And then I want to put it together in a DVD. And I'm actually I talked to the mom earlier today. I'm 3 hours away, so I'm either going to drive out there and Word's going to meet me out there as well, or we're going to meet up halfway. And on top of, the shoes and the other things we're going to present to Gabe and his two sisters, I want to give them the DVD, and it's not just about here are the shoes, but you got other people who may have been in your situation who, have made it where they are today and are good people, and you just can't let the fact that you're getting bullied bring you down. I mean, their words, they hurt, it sucks, but words don't tear you down. I mean, there's always going to be people who talk shit. You just can't
and he's super young too, so right, he's not going to be able to process what's happening like we would, or even a middle schooler or high schooler. Like his thought process is different. So hearing multiple people saying, hey, I've been bullied too, like, he'll somewhat be able to relate to that. And his mom can use that information or use that platform that we're creating to help him, in the future.
Right.
Definitely try to make him stronger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna just kind of, if we're done talking, I'm gonna just kind of run through a couple things with this. So first, I'm going to go through everybody who donated and, personally thank them. We only kept it up for a short period of time. The goal was ideally is to get, $1,000 and then buy, the kids, a few pairs of shoes, maybe a couple outfits or something to match with it. And like Kev said, we hit that goal in less than 12 hours. And so, so the goal is, and I'm gonna definitely be very transparent about this because, I got some of you guys' money. I don't want you guys to think that, the next grail that comes in, it came from the GoFundMe. But I'm gonna probably go out to the mall tomorrow, start looking for some shoes in their sizes. If I don't find a whole lot, I'm going to order some stuff on Nike. Again, I'm going to post to make sure everybody sees where the money is going, so every dollar is accounted for. And then the goal is May 5th, and I got to talk to Word as well and the mom to work something out, is to drive out there and then deliver, the items. I know some people are sending me some stuff via mail. So, it's just to deliver all that stuff in person and, just kind of give them some words of encouragement. So I'm going to just run through really quick and thank everybody, the following people who donated. We got 34 donations. So you guys on here, Marcus, thank you. Kev, Cass, thank you. Jody, big thank you to Nation of Souls, Lamar, Rel, Joanne, you guys over there doing big things. So, I want to thank you guys. Who is that?
Jackie at Nation of Souls.
Oh, that's right, Jackie. I'm sorry. Sorry, Jackie. Congrats to anybody on the baby. Don't kick my ass when you see me in Cleveland. So Nation of Souls, we got Craig Blair. There was an anonymous donor, Caesar Savazos, and I apologize if I butchered that. Abraham Yusuf, Word Customs, Shelly Hill, Melissa. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name, Melissa. DJ Melby, Patrick Lawrence, Alex Flanagan, Nick Raynon, Joseph Rodriguez, Couples and Kicks. So that's Jana and Dante, J Soul, Amari Xavier, Adam Ellsworth, Diana Lopez, Dilo, Daniel Anderson, Robin Russell, Merritt Bromberg, Ed B, Donald Ogden, my brother, Amy Runyon, I already got you, Kev, David Silva, Kick the Habit, Derek Franklin, Matt Centaur, Dwayne Stewart, Ryan Swanger, Jose Collado, Megan Mueller, and I already got you, Marcus. So, and did I say Jody?
Yeah.
Jody.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So, I want to thank you guys. I'm still getting people who are, I saw Ben made a comment about trying to donate too. Like I said, my thing was I just wanted to shut it off early because the more money I'm getting in, the more money I got to start trying to spend. And again, it was just to try and, just get a few pairs of shoes and some other stuff. So, again, I want to thank you guys all for that. If you are, if you're willing to, and you're interested in trying to do like a little quick video, please shoot me a DM. I'm going to SneakerCon this Friday. So if I can get all videos in maybe by Thursday, I can start putting something together next week and then get it out the door when I go out there and meet them. So, once again, thank you guys, and, very much appreciate the effort.
And again, this is not going to be the last thing we're going to do. I mean, there's other things that I want to get out there and do, for kids, for the homeless, all of that. So this is not a one-time thing. I don't want everybody to feel that way. I saw the sneaker community rise up for this, and I hope we can have your support in the future the same way we have for this.
Absolutely. And me and Cass, has started up some stuff. Our schedule's gotten a little busy, but we definitely plan to move forward with some things. And Cass, I got to talk to you as well, because Rel talked to me about some stuff too. So I'm gonna talk to him in Cleveland. But you're right. I mean, it's just I've always said my schedule's always busy, but I always want to do something to give back because I think I'm very blessed. But what better way to tie like a passion with, helping out some people who aren't as fortunate than to link it together. So like Marcus said, there'll probably be more efforts in the future, and we'll keep you guys looped in on that. So so that's it. We can roll right into
hashtag hero.
Hashtag hero. Yeah, I forgot what it Here you go. Oh shit. Mute.
All right. The first hashtag hero is mine. The top 3 Jordan 1s in a dope shot. I love the background. It's from Miss Kit Kicks. So shout out to you. You are my hashtag hero. Who's next? Hold on.
Damn, now I gotta look up. Oh, damn. Don't go to me yet.
Oh, too late.
Ah, damn. Did you really pick my shoe?
It's Jason.
Oh, that's right. Right. Okay. Yeah, so my pick this week was Shrek. This motherfucker big as hell. But you know, Jason, you know, Sneakerhead Clothing Line. Love the lace swap in these. I still need to get these at some point, but I don't know. No, man, a bunch of other shit keep coming out. You know me, I'm all over the map.
Yeah,
but what you talking about? Oh, man, shut up. But yeah, I really like this shot. You know, like I said, nice lace swap. So check out Shrek, Jason, Sneakerhead Clothing Line, and you are my hashtag hero this week.
You call that man Shrek to his face?
Yeah. And in DM, tall ass motherfucker.
Oh, disrespectful ass.
Girl, you call me Cleophas, and Miss DMV Soul call me Otis. Her and Kim. Oh yeah.
But this is Marcus's.
KY Souls, the homeboy Mike. I don't know. Is he in the chat?
No, he said he couldn't. He hit me up earlier. He said he couldn't make it today, but he did shout the show out. So shout out.
Yeah, I gotta. Me and Mike, we communicate a little bit, and Mike was using them little squunched up pictures like somebody else who nameless Dre Day. So I hit up Mike and I was like, "Look, dude, you're taking some dope shots, but we need to see more picture, not them little itty bitty pictures." So he did that.
That's why he started.
Yes, sir. You know me, man. You know I hate them little squunched up pictures. And I'm gonna say this right quick. I try to feature everybody, but when y'all put them a little bit of short ass pictures on your page, I hate featuring them because I got to go and edit the motherfucker because your ass didn't take the time out to edit the shit and make it look presentable, and all you see is a half a shoe.
Square your pictures.
Square you got
1-to-1 ratio.
Please, especially if you want to get a feature. Because some of y'all be taking some pictures about as tall as y'all are, Dre Day kicks. But anyway, Mike, KY Soul.
He said, "Kiss my ass."
I would have to get on my knees all the way down on the ground and lay on my back because you're so little.
Dre Day, how tall are you, man?
Oh man,
you see that 1-1 he got right there? That's about his height. 1 foot.
That's dirty.
Oh, did Dre disappear?
He in there.
Oh no, he there.
You just can't see his head because can't see him on the laptop.
You 5 foot tall?
Hell no, he ain't that small.
5'8".
He had it right the first time.
Marcus just don't care tonight.
Oh man.
I don't know what's worse, red cup Marcus or blue cup Marcus. What's okay? Is there another? Or is that
and then let me do this here. We're gonna start doing this so we can just kind of announce who we have on for the next week. What the fuck? Hold on.
Wait, are we next week or are we gonna pick the? Okay.
Well, we'll do that. We'll pick after this. Next week we're gonna have K Black KB of the Breakdown. I don't know if you guys have checked out. They have a show on YouTube as well. It's dope. They just kind of do a rundown similar to. I mean, of course, I got my alliances with Pino. I have to get my information from them, but their show, I love the way that their chemistry is. Kind of similar to, like how we have as a family. But we're gonna have KB on next week. She takes dope pictures. If you guys don't follow her, check her out. And she's got everything. She's got Kixie. Maybe not as many shoes as Kixie, but like I'm talking about, she's got numbers like that. So y'all make sure to check into that. But I did jump.
She got more than 40 pair.
Nigga.
She got more. She got more than a false prophet.
Yikes! But we do have a couple extra minutes.
Oh Lord! Don't do it. Don't do it.
So who we gonna make the
hero?
The hero.
I don't even remember the pictures. I've been looking at the chat.
I'm gonna go with mine.
What was yours?
Yeah, what was yours?
The top threes.
Oh, the top threes?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with them too.
Hold up now. You ain't even hit. You remember what the Jason?
Nigga,
Yeah, Jason had them toe rolls.
Okay.
I don't like lace swaps. So
oh, I thought you were gonna say you don't like him.
I love Jason cool as hell, man. But the lace swap thing, that ain't my thing.
Frankie, you the smart one. Thank you, sir. You see what I'm working with on the show, right?
All right, so we're gonna have to go ahead and give this one to Miss Kicks. We don't have a sponsor that's willing to donate yet. We'll work on that. We're working on that. We're working on that.
We paying hugs, butt out hugs, not the church. The church hugs.
She said she almost fell taking that damn picture.
She almost did a Dre there, huh?
Oh, shit.
Almost did a Dre there.
Oh, damn. Dre, you piss off Marcus or something?
Oh, that's family.
I'm about to say, if you ain't getting talked about, I don't like you. Everybody must love my ass. I be getting roasted all the fucking time. But anyway,
no, nobody like your ass. You just so easy to talk about. I mean, look at you.
I know. I told you I got picked on because I was attractive.
Charlotte, God.
Oh shit.
You know what? Hey, but he got to listen to Kanye's album early, so I'll be that.
Listen to trash early. If it ain't the old Kanye, it don't even matter.
You know what? You know what's crazy? Have you ever been to a Kanye concert?
Nah.
It's something different, man. Like it's the vibe in there is like how people used to like pass out with Michael Jackson and shit like that. It's weird in there, man. Like it make you feel funny. Like it's the energy is crazy. You be up in there like shit. I'm about to be a hype beast tomorrow. Fuck this. Like, I'm telling you, go to the concert, man. You gonna be up in there like they start playing the music and you be like, oh shit, what's happening to me? He got the cheat code.
Seem like niggas always had a kind of effect on you, Kevin.
You know what? We got 3 minutes. Why don't we close it out? Because Kevin over there stewing on something, and we come. So who wants to go?
Pay attention to Instagram. 15-20.
If anybody is good at Photoshopping, hit me up, man. I'll make it work here. Wow. I will make you famous.
I'm about to make Marcus a unicorn. 8 dildos stick out of his head.
Man, let me. If we're done, I'm gonna close it. Let me start.
Oh shit, that prune juice kicked in again. Try to get up out of here.
I mean, it's rumbling. It's
real quick. Y'all want to go with public hairs as the as a hashtag? It's only 42 of them being used, so I think we're good with public hairs. Public, not pubic. The correct.
I said public.
Public hairs.
Yeah, we said public. I kept it clean.
Okay.
No public hairs. All right. Well, I'll post that up.
I can't wait to see the pictures you make for that.
Oh man. Would hate.
No comment.
Buck Nasty's coat is made out of his mama's pubic hair.
Ew, gross.
Ain't you glad you filled in, Cass?
Yeah.
So
disgusting.
I'm gonna start it off. Let's
be worse.
First, thank you, Berto, for hanging in there with us for a couple hours, kicking it. Telling us a little about yourself. Sure. Much appreciated.
I appreciate it too.
Cass, thank you for filling in on such short notice. I apologize for stealing the DB5 from you, but I'm sure we'll see you on again, so you'll be all right next time.
Yeah, I'll be more prepared next time.
I know. We
very last minute.
It's okay though, Shout out, or like I did earlier, to Kick the Habit for the nice shirt. Like I said, the pins and some other stuff. Please give the man a follow. Real good guy. Definitely want to see what he's trying to move forward with. Shout out to Shelly. Thank you very much. Once again, came through with the Tinkers for me, Australia for retail. So much appreciated. I mean, she could have got them and flipped them, and she hooked me up. So definitely check her out. Much appreciation to her. Much appreciation to everybody who donated and helped with the effort. Whether if you didn't donate, you spread the word. Word, big shout out to you for putting this on the radar. And then last but not least, if you haven't done so, download the Unboxed app. Got some things moving forward. Hopefully some upgrades coming mid-May to end of May. But trying to move forward with that, finally. Just, money talks, man. So, and that's about it. Oh, and thank you to you guys, of course, Marcus and Kev all the time, guys keep me up when I'm down sometimes. You guys like family. So much appreciation to both of you guys.
Oh, show. Berto, man, you want to say anything in closing?
No, man, I just appreciate y'all having me on and everything, man. Anybody that wants to check out the store, come on through. Got the Instagram in there. Just know we ship as well, so it doesn't necessarily have to be that you live in Maryland. So just hit the DM in the Instagram page, and we'll work it out. So yeah, appreciate
y'all up for sure.
For sure. You don't even need him to go and get the shoes for you. You hit me up, DM.
Damn, Berto,
Berto, ship it over
there. There you go.
By the way, that's where I got my DB4s from, and then Mike has also got his 9s from there too. So
Is that where you got mine? You didn't.
I got yours from Cool Kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They don't ship though.
Cass, you got anything?
We ship.
Just it's always good to vibe with y'all. So I'm hoping to see everybody again and, put on for the ladies. That's basically what I'm here for. Oh. So have more female guests. And I think Marcus had teased about a
coming soon.
Like
ladies show.
Ladies
yeah,
night.
like a spinoff. So that would be really, really dope.
Coming soon.
4 ladies. Three extras in him.
Picture this. Sicily, 1845. Marcus. No, man.
Marcus.
Berto, man, shout out to you, man. I definitely appreciate you coming on for 2 hours, sticking through the whole entire time and sharing us, information and wisdom about, business. I think that's something powerful that people, I think that they see it, but they don't they're not able to relate to and conversate with people. That's not even a word. People that are in that position. So definitely, your words are definitely important to people in the community. And Cass, it's always an honor to have you.
Thank you.
In presence. Thank you, for coming, even though you was late.
See you on the CP time.
No, but
definitely.
Definitely appreciate you, and hopefully we can get you on some more. We'll let you know further in advance.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot to say, just like I think a lot of the other guests and ladies have a lot to say.
I got an idea too, but we'll talk offline.
Cool.
And then shout out to the usual suspects. Man, I always appreciate you guys coming in, getting in here and chopping it up, and we can all kind of like sit here and play off of each other, and have a good time. Shout out to everybody who shouted us out on Instagram. We'll go through my list real quick. I know I forgot last week, but I'll work on something for that because I do have the list. So maybe I'll just do like shout outs on my Instagram page. But I got Jody Rockstar, KB Fresh Kicks Kev, Holy Grail Jenkins, 9 out of 10 condition Sneaker Boutique. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow. Dominican Koki, Matza, Mike is Awesome, Arios Ben, and Fresh Kicks John. Now, I took all these before the show started, so if you hit it in between then I didn't get you, we'll try to figure something out. But that's what I got.
Hey, real quick before I forget, before you kick it over, Sneakercon. If anybody's in the chat going to Sneakercon, hit up me and Kev. I know both of us are going to be out there. We're coming up Saturday morning, so definitely want to try and link up with some of you guys out there. So please, shoot us a message so we can make sure we don't, miss some of you guys. Sorry about that.
All right, you're good, man.
All
right. Well, I want to thank you guys for looking out for me when I was out, taking care of the show, having great shows, even without me. I mean, it wasn't as good as they could be if I was on the show, but I did a great job. Anyway, thanks, Berto, for coming on, man. You were real cool to hang out with. Hopefully we get to chat it up again sometime soon. My sis Cass, appreciate you as always. Me and you gonna talk. We got some things that we need to put together.
Yes, for sure.
Yep. And the chat, appreciate y'all. All the love y'all have been showing and still showing. And to my boy Maul, I mean, you know, what he going through right now is tough. I mean, I know it because I'm going through the same. And, you know, just remember to keep him in your prayers because, you know, it's a very hard, devastating time that he's going through right now, you know, just like with myself. But, you know, I mean, so just make sure keep everybody in your prayers. You know, that's the way to be. And with that, we'll catch y'all next Monday. Peace.
Yeah.
Look like the Skittles box.
Piece of cake.
That's right. I say something about you, but it looks like you ate them.
I love cake.
Good evening.